What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Prison in Prison Architect. We are back and we need to do some stuff today. I think the goal is to maybe get our first minimum security guys into the minimum security wing. We'll see how well we can complete that goal. Somebody is bringing some scissors in. Who was it? It was DeJohn. Maybe DeJohn wanted to open his own little hair parlor or something in his cell. I mean, just because you're in jail doesn't mean you have to give up on the entrepreneurial spirit. Am I right? I'm not sure. But anyway, we have quite a bit of room for max sec, I think, at this point. We have 40 that we can have in here, and we only have 21. Now, we do want to keep some capacity open, just in case people get bumped up, and with the gang activity in our prison right now, that is a huge possibility. So for now, let's not get too many of the max sec guys in, although we should intake a couple, I'm thinking. There's only 3 available, so let's go ahead and grab all of them, and then we have to remember to turn that off probably tomorrow after we get those guys in, because otherwise we might have some issues. So, okay, what are we gonna do? I think we need to sort out the rest of this up here. So, we need to figure out who's getting tased. Guys, what's going on? I think it's just because of the sheer amount of people in the prison right now that there's just bound to be some tasings happening every now and then. And Perez over here obviously has something. Search him. Oh, we got a couple people released. Actually, we got 4 people released. Wow, these parole rooms are really helping us out here. But I think Perez is going to get searched, I would assume. Thank you, Officer Fancy Pants. I'm not really sure what their name is. None of them have names, which is kind of an issue. But if they don't find anything on him, I swear... Okay, he did have a screwdriver. Where did you even get a screwdriver? Oh, well. Okay, anyway, back to minimum security up here. So, oh, man, seeing these visitors come in, we're also going to need some visitation rooms up here for these guys. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking that the yard is going to have to go out here. And then we'll just kind of... Actually, you know what? That should be at least 10 spaces in between these two things here. So there shouldn't be any tossing over of the tools or anything from the minimum security yard over to the green bench yard of the max sec guys. Really don't know how that is. It's still green, but, you know, whatever. It is now eat time. So, okay. Let us figure this out. So, having a 2 walkway here is fine, because remember, this is going to eventually just come out like this. And so this will be part of the yard, I guess, or we could just have, like, you know what? We could do something a little stylish here in terms of the end wall here, but so this would be like over here, I think. We'll just have another one of these like this. So yeah, this wall will kind of look pretty cool. And then that does get rid of those windows in there, but I'm not super concerned about that. I am super concerned that we don't have windows over here, even though I wanted to have those over there. But anyway, this will then be a gate, and then this will be their yard. You know what? For now, I guess we'll just kind of draw this out. And I think we can actually flush the yard up with this wall right here. And then we'll get a couple more fences in like that. So, yes, that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and build the foundation for that now. We do have 16 grand in the bank, which is good for us. And then, yes, that'll kind of go up. And then the rest of this we can use as the shower. And then the, like, psychologist? Is it a psychologist or a psychiatrist? I think it's a psychologist. Yes, and that, whatever sound that was disgusting. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to need to then, I guess, you know what? I think we need some lights around this area, too, at this point. Well, you know what? No, we'll hold off on that for a minute, just because I want to get the rest of this planned out first. I keep scatterbrain going away from the plan here, but... So the psychologist's office, I think, needs to be at least 5 by 5, I believe. Office? Yes. Office needs to be 4 by 4. So there we go. What else do we need over here? We need to get a common room. That's a big one as well, which doesn't need to have a specific area. And then we need to get a visitation room, and probably their own mail room, and probably their own classroom, and definitely their own shop. And I'm wondering if maybe we should split this in half and have, like, this as the shop. You think that's a good idea? I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Let's just start to, like, do this here. So the shop needs to be what? Where did the shop go? I literally just saw it. It's right here. 4x4 for the shop. We can probably make it a little bit bigger. I'm not exactly sure. Well, besides jobs, we could probably fit a few more jobs in here. So, all right. So if this is the shower room right here, we'll have the showers go like down this wall with like a 2 space and then down this wall again. That's a ton of showers. That's probably fine. And then, you know, if we had like a wall going, what am I doing? If we had a wall going through over here like this, and then this could turn into like a little bit of a hallway. Just walking through the showers will be a faster way to get down to this way. And then, so our shop will then be like this big, because then we can employ a few more people in here. We could have probably like a common room then over here. We won't actually build that out with a wall, so this will just be like a common room. I like that. And then along this wall, we can then have like the visitation room, which could probably be about this big. And then the psychologist's office has to be 4x4, I think, but we can maybe expand it just a little bit more. So that could be maybe his office. And then outside of that, we needed what? A classroom, I think? And an infirmary, right? Did we want to do that? I think the infirmary might be fine being over here. I mean, even if minimum security guys end up in the general population, it's really not all that bad. So as long as nobody ends up with the protected custody, I think we're going to be okay. So actually, I just saw that these need to get connected to electricity. So let's do that up real good. Real good like that. Real good. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think we can just start to build this out, at least for now. Yeah, at least this square here, and then this for sure, and then maybe not that just yet. So, all right, we got this probably pretty much done. Yes, we can then bulldoze this wall right here, and then we'll put a door in over here, like so. And then, of course, we need to go ahead and put this fence up around here, which might be a little bit of a stretch in terms of money for us right now. So we'll keep an eye on it. Well, no, that's only 80 bucks. Not that big of a deal. And then, you know what? For now, we'll have this fence go all the way to right here. So that's going to be the yard, which is actually really big. That's nice for the minimum security guys. These guys are over here. They're just being kind of annoying and being very loud in their tasks. We need to, okay, we could start thinking about getting lights in here. And then we need to start probably thinking about getting the rest of the stuff in. And then maybe opening this up? Maybe? Perhaps? You know what? I guess that works for lights. That is not symmetrical at all. But whatever. Alright, so I guess we'll do some lights throughout here, like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like, I think that's right? Oh, that is right. Cool. I think just at the end of all of these tables, we'll be able to put some lights in. And that actually isn't the end of the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, there we go. Cool. So the tables are actually going to end there, if I can do this correctly. And then that's going to go there. And yes, we're just, you know, placing lights like a boss. I mean, it's not very exciting, but it is work that needs to be done. So, you know, gotta do it. Anyway, I think we do already have lights in here. I hope we don't already have lights in there. I don't think we do because there are actually people in here and we can't see anything. So, all right. And then this in here, I guess we'll, you know what? I kind of think we need to put some jail doors down here just to kind of cordon off these areas. Cordon off. I think, is that a word? Guys, I need you to dictionary that for me. Wow, words are hard right now. I'm so sorry. I'm slightly tired, so this is fun. You, sir, you go over here? What's in here? Did I not put doors down here? No, I apparently never put doors down here. Interesting. Actually, you know what? While you're here, can you just check this, please? Thanks, Joe. Yeah, so there are actually no windows in these cells either, which is awesome. So, actually, that's another thing that we haven't really checked out just yet, is... Oops, undo. Sweet. Can I actually control Z? No, that's not a hotkey, but the undo button is there, and that's really nice. So, let's check out the quality of cells, if I can find that. It's in, what, logistics? Room quality? So, some of these cells are, well, most of these are 2... Most of these are 2. There's absolutely nothing in here for solitary. That's fine. Some of these are 1s. I think we had some 3s, but I think they might be over here. Yes, we do have some 3s. And we also have some people who deserve 4s. So, you know, I don't know. I think, isn't there like a policy or something we can do to help that? Like, if we get legal, we can do small cells, which I'm not sure if that actually helps us or not. Oh, and also tax relief is taking forever, but we are starting to get there. And you know what? Now that I just saw the guard towers, I'm wondering if maybe we should do a cell block search. You know what? Let's search this cell block. Where can I search cell block? And then, yeah, let's, instead of doing just a straight up shakedown, let's just move cell block by cell block here. I'm looking for tunnels. That is the primary objective, officers. Go ahead in and try to figure that out. And hopefully there are none, but you never know because these guys are confined all day to small little cells and, you know, they have nothing better to do but to go through and dig out with a spoon. So, yes, keep an eye out. Be on your toes, guards. Now that pep talk is over, let's go ahead and put some of these utilities in here. We're going to probably need a water heater over here, which I'm thinking maybe we put in here if this fence isn't in already. And of course it is, so, you know, we might have to just dismantle that fence right now. And then we'll put the water heater in, and then we'll seal it off forever since we never have to touch them again, which is good. And then we need to put some drains in here. At least we have 2 already. I'm not convinced that this is going to be enough showers. We might have to do another row up here, and eventually, if we keep playing this prison as long as we have to, we can eventually expand and buy that land. So, yeah, things are looking up. We haven't run out of money this episode yet, which is fairly amazing to me. Like, I'm kind of shocked. Holy crap, look at all the stuff we just found. Oh, you know what? That was probably all the people who were in here. They've found stuff in there. What is this? An unsorted library book just cost us $10? What does that even mean? So days without incident, I think, is a multiplier, and it actually brings your expenses down, so you make more money if your prison doesn't have any sort of incidents. But the corporate tax, remember, is going down soon, so that number is actually going to decrease a ton. Oh, speaking of that, the whole reason I was going to do that is to get forestry up, and I think, you know what, I really think we should get some of that up right now. I mean, since some of our probably workmen aren't doing all that much, let's go ahead. It needs to be 5 by 5. Perfect. Just do that, and then it's outdoors. It's 5 by 5. It's fine. Awesome. So, yes, apparently if you build these in, like, a bit of sections, you can get, like, a tree rotation going. So I think, I forget what I read. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, the trees have, like, 4 phases of growth, kind of like Minecraft, I think. So if you get, like, some saplings down day 1 and then you zone more in day 2, you'll kind of have a nice little rotation going, provided there are enough people to work them. So that's kind of something we should probably keep in mind. No, lock open, there you go. And yes, so, alright, this is all looking mighty fine. This still hasn't gone up yet. Where is it? It's close, right? No, well, kind of, it's down here. So, alright, that's good. And then, so now we're just kind of in a holding pattern. Actually, no, we're not. We can build some more rooms throughout here. So this is going to be the shop. Is this too big for a shop, you think? I think it might be. Although we are going to have a bunch of minimum security. Although, to counter that point, we are going to have a massive workshop times 2. So, you know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should not have the shop so big. Maybe one less. You know what? Let's go one less. That makes some sense in my mind. I don't really know if it does on paper, but there we go. This is going to be a shop. If I can find the room somewhere. Oh, there it is. Nice. And it has to be a 4x4, so we are more than fine there. We need a table, a shop shelf, and the shop front, which is all good. And we'll go ahead and put a door in here as well. And then I think eventually we'll have a door down here. This is going to be visitation. And I just need to get these walls up and ready. So this is going to be the common room. We probably don't need a door here, but we'll put one in just to, like, I guess, manage the sound, like, ambient noise around here, you know? Because if you're walking into prison, you don't want to hear a bunch of people having fun and shooting pool. Like, the officers really want to drill it into your head that, like, this is going to suck. Don't get too comfortable. And then, you know, you got to make friends and all that stuff, and eventually it's not so bad, right? I don't know. Has anybody been to prison? Do I have any subscribers that have been to prison? Let me know in the comments. Seriously. I want to know. Failed 1 times. How is this being failed? Like, get it up here. It's coming up, and if I left click and control, it makes it a high priority, which should be, right? Alright, now it's a high priority. That's good. Alright, so we are still waiting, actually. I should have had this in fast forward time this entire time. Why is this not done? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Cool. Alright, so... Alright, I don't think we need to put the shop in right now. Who is getting tased? I don't know. We do need to get these showers up and running, though. And we'll just go ahead and put these all down there like that. And like that. And then, of course, we need to get the water run out to it. So I think if we just do something like this, and then we'll have the pipes going like this. And then, of course, we need to get a large pipe in here. And then we can get our hot water pipes out like this. And down to here. And hopefully it's going to reach. It should reach. Yeah, it should more than reach because of that large pipe there. And then, of course, we need to get a hot water pipe run up to here because we need to put a radiator over here. And we'll go ahead and plop that down right now if I can find the radiator. Does anybody see it? I always think this large window, or this window is a radiator. Because it kind of looks like one. There we go. Actually, we have one already. So, look at that. We have lucked out. Alright, cool. Let's see. This is going to be a common room. Let's go ahead and zone that. We can, I guess, take away some of this planning right now. And... yes, I think the common room was where the AA meetings could be held. So that's going to be good to have in here. Maybe we'll put a bunch of chairs around in a circle or something just to give it that real authentic feeling of AA. Has anybody been to AA? That's another question. I'm just going to use like this series as a survey to find who's done what in my subscriber list. Like, who's been to prison? Anybody ever get shanked? No? Okay. Anybody been to AA? I don't know. Anyway. Oh! A chapel. Are we going to need to give them their own chapel? Probably. You know what? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We can... I'm thinking we maybe get a bunch of the minimum security guys in here, and then we can start to, I guess, monitor them and see, like, what's going on. And there we go. Dorms are up. They're enclosed. They're all ready. And we should now have some shared capacity. No, thank you. That is definitely going to be minimum security. Why are these all... all of these dorms are like a second thing. Oh, you know why? Because we don't have another door right here. So if we get a large jail door here, it should fix that little weird quirk, which will be good. But when we get that in, we're going to have to make sure that we go back and rezone it. So, all right, this is all done. Let's go ahead and put the fence back up. And there we go. And then this is the door to that. We're going to probably want to monitor, or not monitor, put a door server on that. And then, yes, that'll be fine. And, yes, the canteen. You know what? I think we need more tables and chairs in here. Now that I'm looking at this, I mean, we are definitely going to have a bunch of people in here. And, of course, I put that in the wrong spot already. There we go. And then the table. Okay, very nice. And yes, so we are going to need to fill out this kitchen some more. We have tons and tons of jobs available now, probably, if I can find jobs. Where are jobs? They in deployment? No, they're in logistics? Prison labor, yes. So we have 13 that we can put in there, and then, of course, the shops all have jobs and all that stuff. So, yes, all of this will be cool, and then I think we'll only have minimum security eyes over here. And then this one is not being used just yet, so yes. And then, yes, so we have 12 minimum security slots available. 12 times 2, 4, 6, 8. What's 12 times 8? 172? Is that right? 172? That's not right at all. What is 12 times 8? No. 92. 96? I can't math right now. Whatever it is, that's how many capacity we're going to have for minimum security if we go ahead and build all of this out, which we will. And so, yeah, we got to make sure we have a little bit of a rotation going on here. I'm going to have to figure out the schedules again, too, because now that we have this new lockup and work schedule, we can actually keep things a little bit separate. So, yeah, I might go through and do that in between episodes at some point and just come back and show you guys what's going on. But, yeah, I wouldn't bore you with that. It's going to take a little bit of figuring out, but, all right. So, yes, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We got a bunch done, even though it doesn't really look like it on paper. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of planning stuff done, which is good. If you like this episode, of course, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, thumbs down. Follow me on Twitter if you want to chat and see some of the stuff that I share from games. And then, of course, if you have a few dollars a month to spare and you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and check out my Patreon and check out all of the awesome rewards. And, yes, until next time, guys, I'll see you right back here in Prison Architect.